What you got, boy? What you got? What you find? Come on, give me some. No? No? Yeah, I thought. I am meant to follow you around. I just have to stick with you, and then I'll get something neat, right? So, oh, thank God. Honestly, I've been following him for like a minute. One seed. One. I guess I can propagate it myself, so I suppose you're not really needed anymore, right? Yeah, so the sniffer. Was it worth it? Was it worth getting rid of the tough golem? For a oversized pig donkey nether turtle that rewards you with some torchbow seeds. So just to fully flesh out the idea, you find a sniffer, you follow him around, you let him dig, he finds you some torchflower seeds, you then take the torchflower seeds, you grow them, and you get a torchflower. I mean, sure, they look nice, but you do all this for one decoration. I mean, I'm sure people are going to enjoy, you know, planning out these cool new farms. No? Right, because after I've got one, you're not needed, are you? It will be quicker for me to plant and grow them, wouldn't it? I honestly have to say that Minecraft is probably in the worst balancing state the game has ever been in. Their ability to add new features that actually, you know, serve a functional purpose in the cycle of Minecraft is just not there. There is no ability or room for them to add these types of things unless they go overboard with it, and they're not going to go overboard with it because a lot of the features that get added to Minecraft are surface level, so to speak. So a lot of the actual game stuff is not being fleshed out or heavily developed. We don't get game-breaking new features. You know, the closest one that comes to that is the new trimmed armor. But even that does not serve a purpose and is therefore, outside of, you know, being a collector piece, not game-breaking. It doesn't renew or redesign the cycle of Minecraft, what a survival player does. And unfortunately, that's what the sniffer does as well. So, just for comparison, if we take a look at the alley, is it 2 L's? Yeah. The alley serves a purpose, has a use, has a explorative feature as well. You have to go to a woodland mansion, you have to rescue them, and then you get this companion that can do a task for you, can actually create this interaction and allow you to build them into your different systems. Not that many people do, because there's a lot easier ways to do sorting with, say, water and sponges and all this stuff, that the mobs that they add, if they give them one functionality, is not enough. They can't outcompete the creative nature of Minecraft players. And that's unfortunately what the sniffer is as well. Sniffer, outside of its looks, has no use. If it was a neutral instead of passive, you know, something for you to hunt, something with, you know, a new drop or two, that'd be great. Even if it was tied to the new trims. Even archaeology. I wish archaeology was tied to the new trims. Just make it extremely rare. But if they tied these systems together, if they tied the features that they are trying to add together, it would be more well-rounded. And it's not something that Minecraft do anymore, simply because they can't come up with these ideas that are all-encompassing, because they are more community-driven at this point. So like the mob vote. They've already designed archaeology, they've already thought out all these other features, and then they just shuffle in a mob. We're just getting to the point where they're not capable of making updates like they used to. And that's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. As much as I'm griping, you know, I'm still excited for the new features. I still play on the latest version always. There's no point not to. But I would like, or I would like to think that, you know, a developer's main point is to continue to renew the game's life, its cycle, attract new players with actual features, attract older players to actually return to the game. Because right now, if you stop playing right after the last, say, big Nether update where they redid Piglet, and then you came back and you played this update, to be honest, you wouldn't really care, because in terms of gameplay, there is nothing for you. All the features that they are adding are these features for people who are still playing, who have fully developed worlds and want something new to do, something to collect. There is no huge incentive for someone to restart and play fresh, because there is, again, nothing that's been added to the game cycle to make it a new experience. Me finding a sniff around the wild and getting these torchberries does not change anything. It's not food, it's not a resource, it's just a cosmetic decoration that I'm going to farm late game to build in my world. Archaeology, same thing. I will hold off on doing suspicious sand and brushing for the majority of my life until I've set up, because there's nothing to it. Same with, unfortunately, the new armor system. If the armor system was functional, you know, I might rush a certain style. I might actually go hunting for that first. But no, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go get netherite, and then I'll worry about getting the different trims. Sad. You could have been so much more. Anyway, that's my honest thoughts and feelings. I mean, we're meant to talk about Sniffer, but there's just honestly nothing to really talk about. Slow moving, passive, you know, it's not a threat for you to run away. Well, it's not a threat for you to run away from. It's not something you have to sneak around to steal his seeds from. It just exists. It's a thing in the game that I couldn't care less about. Yeah.